Let's touch base with Newzroom Africa's Linda Mnisi, who's at the Bloemfontein Magistrates Court. And Linda, you're standing by to give us a debrief in terms of what we saw and heard in court, as well as get reaction from the National Prosecuting Authority. Good afternoon.
Indeed, this matter was postponed to the 8th of August. You would have heard it in court. This is to allow, of course, the state to continue with its investigations. We're told that 3 more arrests are imminent and that police are still really going through bank records as well as cell phone records. And then at a later stage, then we'll hear the outcomes of those investigations. Quite interesting, given the fact that, a number of people that we've spoken to about this particular escape have told us that, it wouldn't have been possible had it not been, adequately funded. We know that monies were moved. We've heard before in this court that, certain people did receive money. So it'll be interesting to hear what the investigation around the monies will go and where it will lead us to. At a later stage, we will get that sense. You would have seen now the legal representatives moving and leaving court. I just want to move to get a sense from the National Prosecuting Authority, because it's quite interesting that, that withdrawal by Thabo Bester's lawyers came just before, the appearance of one of the lawyers, tomorrow. I'll try to speak to Phaladi Shuping, the NPA spokesperson. Dr. Phaladi, thank you so much for your time. Quite interesting that this withdrawal comes a day before tomorrow's appearance of Cyril Zondo.
Well, yes, as far as I know, he is appearing in court tomorrow. I think it will be courtroom 20 in the Bloemfontein Magistrate Court today. The charges are still the same: attempted rape and assault.
Yeah. So you don't find it quite odd that he's now moving out of this case?
Well, unfortunately, we don't have a say as to whether the legal representatives represent an accused person or withdraws from representing an accused person. For as long as it does not delay the court proceedings, we don't have a problem with that. As you are aware that we have not yet started with the trial, so the accused, Thabo Bester, has now procured the services of another legal representatives, and it does not have any bearing on our case.
Let's talk about the charges now. Do you have new charges or are they still the same? The last time we spoke, Zanda Moyo, accused number 9, was facing about 5 charges. So has there been an update on the charge sheet?
No, not yet. As far as I remember, he was facing 4 charges, which was violation of the body, assisting an inmate to escape from lawful custody, fraud. I can't remember. I think the 4th one was harboring and concealing an escaped inmate. So even with regard to the others, the charges are still the same. Those are the charges that we had from the time when we made a bail application.
Have the police made an indication of when these investigations will be concluded? This matter is now postponed to August. The next month or so, is it enough to say by the time we come back we'll would have seen the conclusion of those investigations?
Well, we cannot. The only thing that we are hoping is that by the 8th of August, we'll have an idea as to how far the investigations are, if they are not yet completed. But you must be aware that the investigations are very complicated and you can't predict what challenges the investigators are going to come across that are going to delay. Our hope is that on the 8th of August, when they appear, at least we'll have a direction as to whether the investigations are complete, or if they are not, how far are they in terms of the investigations.
All right, thank you so much for your time. That's Phaladi Shuping, the spokesperson of the National Prosecuting Authority, to talking to us about, of course, what the NPA makes of the recent developments in this matter. We're back in court on the 8th of August. There we'll get a sense perhaps of where to from there. At this point, accused number 9, who was recently added to the long list or to the charge sheet, Zanda Moyo, has of course abandoned bail. So we'll hear at a later stage also if he will be making a bail application.
Linda Mnisi, thank you very much for that update.